All right, Coach, if you could just talk a little bit about practice today.
Okay, we had a good physical practice today. Half the practice we did a little bit of install, little corrections. Then the other part of practice, we put the ball down, play some tackle football in some specific situations with some different things. And I told the guys after practice, we've got a long way to go, just big picture, watching everything. We've got to get better at our assignments, everything as far as body language, as far as effort and everything. But the great thing is the next couple practices, we should see improvement. We got most of our stuff in now, and so we should start seeing some improvement.
Questions?
Through 5 practices, Coach, is this where you thought you'd be? Are you behind?
Yeah, you never know as coaches, but the main thing is like I've been saying just about every practice, we're trying to get them to, think like we want them to think, play like we want them to play. Everybody be together with great effort, great body language, the mental and physical toughness. I mean, we're straining them, and they're out of their comfort zone, which is good. But after 5 down, we should start seeing improvement.
Any other questions?
Will there be a point when this is their comfort zone? Because after a few months of winter workouts and a few practices, I mean, will they get used to this by the end of spring?
Yeah, that's the plan. That they should. And we've been saying all along, about halfway through, somewhere around that, the light ought to click on, and we should start to see improvement.
Gus, are you starting to see some guys separate themselves?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say right now. The great thing about football, all 11 guys got to do their job for it to really look good offensively and defensively. And sometimes when you're learning to play together, learning assignments, it's hard to pick certain individuals out until you really dissect it in the film and all that.
Devontae Danzy working a little bit at center. How's he kind of progressing and looking at that spot?
Well, we're trying to get some depth at center, and a lot of our guards, along with him and Kozan, trying to double teach them and seeing who our number 2 center is and see how that thing goes. Because you got to have depth at center, and you have to have depth at quarterback to run your offense.
You mentioned the other day about the quarterbacks doing some extra stuff. What would you expect? What kind of things are they doing that you've kind of been impressed with as far as they're trying to
they're trying to learn the offense. There's a lot to playing quarterback in this system as far as the communication goes, the alignment goes, the assignment, and half the battle is getting comfortable just with all that before you actually can react and play football.
Last week you talked about how your players have to learn how to practice. Have they learned it at the pace that you want them to learn how to practice your style?
We've probably improved somewhat, but we're still not there.
Anything else?
Being physical today, has the rust kind of gotten off now? Being physical from the layoff, or are you still seeing some? Can you tell if they're struggling in any areas?
Well, we're being very physical, and we're straining their bodies physically. We're asking a lot of them, and that's the good thing. I mean, they're not, we're getting them out of their comfort zone, and a lot of times when you do that, you find out a whole lot of information, and that's the point that we're at in spring right now.
You mentioned most of installation's over. Is this like this next Saturday a day where you try to get a lot of scrimmage work in?
Yes, definitely. I mean, Saturday will be our first full scrimmage, that we'll scrimmage the whole times and let them play, and game-like type situation.
You said it'd take about half a spring to really get to see the beginning of development of the depth chart. That's really what Saturday is going to be, the big evaluation?
That is a time that'll be the halfway point that as coaches we'll get a chance to kind of sit back and reevaluate, kind of catch our breath, and make sure we got the guys in the right positions, and seeing how things are starting to stack out.
What do you want to see out of offense, defense, especially? What do you want to see out of the guys Saturday?
Well, that'll be a great evaluation day. I mean, we're going to try to put a lot of different guys and kind of mix and match some groups of players too, see how they respond with different groups, and just want them to compete and play like we need to play.
Is the attitude or mindset as strong, if not stronger, than it was 5 days ago when you guys first started?
We've improved, we have improved somewhat, but like I said earlier, we got a long way to go.
Anything else?